What's up, guys? Jared Welch, RacingDudes.com. It's hard to believe, we are less than 2 months out for the Breeders' Cup Longines Classic at Santa Anita this November. It's hard to believe it's getting close, but we are there, and we're in week 9 of the Breeders' Cup Classic rankings. Obviously, we've tried to touch back in here and there as the rankings have kind of filtered through, and obviously we've had a lot of changes with the season. That's been tough to kind of guess and figure out who's showing up and who's not. The picture is becoming a little more clear as we get closer here, and obviously there's only a few weeks left of these challenge races, and then really it's all systems go on trying to figure out who's going to win this thing. So myself and Aaron Halterman from the Racing Dudes, we are part of 40 plus media members in racing that do the rankings for the Breeders' Cup every single week. We've been doing this for, like I said, week 9 now. And we compile these, obviously, and we do them from the website as well. And so I'm going to go through my rankings as well as the overall rankings from all the voters within this, within the industry here. So first things first, let's take a look at I'll go look at my rankings here. I'll pull them up here on the screen. Arcangelo is the one. Kind of hard to ignore at this point, right? I stated publicly last time, and the Travers, I'm going to make him beat me, see if the Belmont was legit. Well, it was legit as he dominated in the Travers again. And look, my top 3 are 3-year-olds. So number 2, Arabian Night, Pacific Classic winner. Number 3, Go Rocket Ride, your runner-up in the Pacific Classic. Of course, also won the Haskell and beat Arabian Night that day. We'll see. Arabian Night seems like that. We've seen it, time and time again with Bob Baffer and 3-year-olds. That tends to be the ones that kind of get going late in the season, and Arabian Night certainly kind of fits that bill. So those are my top 3. Wadabario, your Whitney winner, he's the biggest wild card of the thing, right? Because if he runs the Whitney race, they're all running for second. The problem is we're not going to see him again. We got to kind of go off of what was that? Was that for real, or is he going to bounce? What is Wadabario? Because we've never seen a performance like that from him up until then. So Wadabario, the 4, got it. Obviously has earned enough with that kind of victory to be in my top 5. Number 5, Bright Future, Pletcher. The Jockey Club. I thought this horse, maybe he's just kind of coming into his own right now. I think he will offer some sort of value, especially if we see the 6, Forte, end up in the Classic, also owned by Rapoli and kind of the same owners, and obviously trained by Todd Pletcher as well. We'll see what Forte is about. He seems his stock has been fading a little bit as of that poor victory or poor performance, I should say, in the Travers. Number 7, this is when it just kind of gets weird, right? Number 7, who would have thought Proxy in Zandon would be my 7 and 8 horses in September, mid-September for the Breeders' Cup Classic, but that's where we live now. Number 7, Proxy. Number 8, Zandon. I put the 9, Ushba Tesoro, in here because, obviously the horse is pointing to the Breeders' Cup Classic. This is if you're like, who is that? It's a Japanese horse that won the Dubai World Cup, so maybe go back and, watch that again to kind of get refreshed. I'll be honest, it's not like the most exciting horse to be in the race, but we keep saying year after year, obviously Japanese horses have started to kind of dominate some of the undercard races or the other Breeders' Cup races. We've seen that starting to happen more and more, and we've always said it's a matter of time before we see a Japanese horse win the Classic. And with the year we're having with these, the olders not kind of lacking, and the 3-year-olds kind of dominating the Classic division, maybe this is the year that a Japanese horse kind of comes in and can take this thing. So I think the 9, Ushba Tesoro, is very interesting. We'll see what they end up doing, and obviously a bunch will factor into how the horse is training at the track. When he comes in, how much hype the horse gets, and then the 10, I put Mage in there just because I get the Travers was awful. There was I don't even know that he ran a step, but he is a Derby winner. He ran respectable in the Haskell. He's a solid enough horse. I would imagine that if they train him up to the Classic, He's one that you would think would bounce back. And I mean, he's a solid enough horse and certainly deserves to be in the mix there. So those are my top 10. I'll run through real quickly the top 10 of the overall consensus. Very similar to mine as far as the top 5 goes. Arcangelo is a consensus number 1, 24 first place votes in there. Go Rocket Ride is number 2. Arabian Night is 3, got 2 first place votes. White Barrio is the 4, so very similar top 4. 5 is Forte. By the way, White Barrio got 2 first place votes as well. Number 6, Bright Future. Number 7 is Proxy. Number 8, Ushba Tesoro. Number 9, Mage. Ushba Tesoro, by the way, got 2 first place votes in that. So that was 10th in the last one. So this horse is kind of getting some steam already. And I think it's a lot. Again, it's a lot of who else, it seems like everyone else is like, who are you going to bet? And the Japanese horse does make a lot of sense. The 9 is Mage and the 10 is Zandon. So again, like, it's very similar to my top 10. I think a lot of people's top 10s, we're starting to kind of filter through this. And this seems to be, other than like some of that bottom half that might filter in or out, you maybe throw in a McPeak, if it's Smile Happy or Rattle and Roll, something like that, you can imagine. But I would say this is a very close estimate of what we're going to get in the Breeders' Cup Classic. So those are my rankings. Those are the overall rankings. Let me know in the comments below. What do you think of this field? Who do you like? Does the Japanese horse make sense to you? I mean, it seems like maybe this is the year it could happen. Make sure you like this video if you like what you see, and make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, as we have tons of of horse racing and Breeders' Cup content as we get closer and closer to November. All right, I'm Jared Welch. Until next time, see you guys.
RacingDudes.com is your home for the best free picks for every race, every track. Summer's here, our picks are heating up. We want you to join us in the fun. Subscribe to the Racing Dudes YouTube channel right now. Click the notification bell. You don't want to miss a single one of our awesome videos. Want to make money betting horses? Bet with the Racing Dudes.